Hey guys, welcome back. I am Mandy, the Handmade Homeschooler, and if it is your first time here, welcome. And if it is not, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you can get all the updates every time I post a new video, and please hit the like button because it really helps me out. Alright, so if you haven't noticed from the title, I really didn't want to make this video, but you guys have been asking me and begging me to address this, so I feel like I kind of had to. My inbox has been flooded on social media and my email about our switch to my father's world from Masterbooks. And everybody's asking me, what is it? What's the deal? Do you not like Masterbooks? Why did you switch? I really didn't want to be this direct because I feel like it's not polite to say bad things about a company. And the thing is I have nothing bad to say. And that's the hardest part, really, is that I love Masterbooks. I love their books. I love the company. I think they are fantastic. Their customer service is out of this world. They are so sweet over there. I just love them on social media. This has nothing to do with them. This, honestly, the switch was all us. This was a need for our family. And the way that our family is set up and is running right now and the things that are happening in our life, we had to do the switch. Now I'm going to give you 5 reasons why we switched, but first I'm going to give you a disclaimer. 1, I love Masterbooks still. 2, if Masterbooks works for you, I'm not telling you to switch. And 3, I still recommend them to people all the time. I really do. I think they're a great company. I still use some of their books for different things that we're using or for different units that we're learning about. I still go on masterbooks.com all the time and order books. Or I will pull out books that we already have from Masterbooks and we use those for different things. So I am not bashing them at all. This was all us. All right, so let's get into 5 reasons why we switched. Number 1, Masterbooks just wasn't a right fit for us, especially in this time period of our lives. We're at a period right now where things are a little bit hectic, and the way that my sons learn, there was just a disconnect. And you'll learn as you go along the best learning style for your children. If you don't know about learning styles, go online and Google it. There's all kinds of websites and resources available for you to really kind of test your child and see what their learning style is. And you'll be able to better pick curriculum and supplemental things for them based on their learning style. All right, so that was one of the main reasons. There was a disconnect with the learning style, and it just wasn't meshing. I kept seeing them get frustrated at different points, and you don't want frustration. And as a homeschool parent, you want your kids to do their work diligently, and we all hope that they enjoy it, right? So if there's ever that, you get to that point where you do see kind of that frustration, really take a look at things and don't be afraid to change your curriculum, because changing your curriculum could actually make everybody's life so much easier and promote a love of learning for you and your child. So number 2, I made a couple videos last year about how my oldest was really struggling in language arts with Masterbooks. And I really hated making that video because I didn't want the people at Masterbooks thinking that like I was, bashing their company, because that's definitely not it. This was my son. My son was having a problem. We had done a Becca all the way up to that point, and I think just the switch to a different style of learning was just messing with his head, and he just did not know how to get what was up here onto paper. And it got to a point where he came to me and begged me to go back to a Becca. So as a mom, what are you gonna do? I mean, if your 13-year-old boy says, look, I need help, you gotta help him. So that's what we did. We absolutely took it 100% seriously, and we said, okay, if this is what is best for you, then that's what we will do. because that's what we do as parents. So we made the switch back to Abeka for both of our kids because it was just easier, and we haven't had a problem since. So number 3, I was book hunting a lot. Masterbooks has a book list for like an entire age level or grade level. I can't remember which one, usually in the back of most of their teacher manual books. However, those books are not targeted to the specific thing that they're learning, and I was constantly on the hunt for books. Now, before I got sick, this wouldn't have been an issue. But however, because I spend so much time going back and forth to the doctor and to the hospital, and because I have more sick days than well days right now in my life, going to the library that often just is not something that's feasible or doable for me. And I know a lot of homeschool parents live at the library. I so wish that I could. It's just, it's not in the cards for us right now. It's not even practical. So going to a boxed curriculum is actually much easier for me because the teacher's manual, which I showed in some of my Father's World videos, the teacher's manual is already filled out completely. And then a lot of the books already come inside of the curriculum because it is a boxed curriculum, which is just fantastic for me and the way that things are going in my life right now. I need that extra help. So the books are done, they're already bought, I don't have to worry about them. And then if I want supplemental things for the book basket, they have broken down by subject and grade in the back of the teacher's manual, just hundreds and hundreds of books for the entire school year. So that makes it so much easier for me because I can just go on Thrift Books and just get that book and be done with it, and it takes me 5 minutes. So much easier for me at this time in my life. Number 4, My Father's World connects history and Bible like no other curriculum I have used or experienced. And my kids really like that. My husband really likes that. He's the one who teaches history and Bible. So the fact that my husband is the one who teaches those two subjects a lot, having those two connected not only makes his job easier, but it also promotes the love of both of those subjects and makes the Bible come alive. So it's a bonding thing for them, and they're learning so much, and the Bible really jumps out on the pages, and they see this woven through history. They also have these great family cycles where, like grades 3 through 8, they learn history from creation all the way to modern times, and then they do it again in high school starting in grade 9, and they learn history again all the way through chronologically, which I think is great because you're spending a whole year on a specific time period, and then you're learning and building upon that every year. Lastly, this is not our first time with My Father's World. This is going to be year 2, and this was the curriculum that we enjoyed the most out of all of the years. We had the most fun with this, and you really want homeschool to be fun because that's going to help your child learn if they're having fun too. So between all the cooking and the experiments and the music and the art, that's all woven together to make almost like one big learning experience. All the subjects are connected, and I love that, and my kids love that. So for instance, what my son is learning about in his countries and cultures, he will, if whatever countries he's learning about in geography, he's going to learn the songs and music and going to make some kind of art project that shows that culture and that has to do with that culture. And then he's going to write about it in language, and then he's going to read about a missionary who went there in Bible. So there's all different kinds of things where they weave in each subject together, and that is the ultimate enrichment. So that's really why we switched, was just because of family situations, learning styles, and just really the overall way that My Father's World connects things. Those are really the big ones why we switched, and it just happens to work better for us. And I'm not saying that you have to switch to My Father's World. I'm just showing you what we use because I have always been very honest and open with you guys on my channel. I have always been very direct, and that's just my style. I don't like to beat around the bush or anything like that, but I do love Masterbooks as a company, and I think that they're great. I really do. And I think that for a lot of budgets, Masterbooks is the way to go. Absolutely. And not everybody can afford the larger box curriculums. I totally understand that. You know, we've been at a period in our lives where, you know, that was necessary. So I don't want you thinking that I have, you know, any ill feelings toward Masterbooks, and I don't want them to think that I have any ill feelings toward them as well, because I love them. Their customer service and their groups and their videos, everything is so great, and the person who runs their social media is the sweetest lady. I just love her. So this is not about them, this was totally about us. So I hope that answers you guys' questions, and if you have any more questions, feel free to pop them down below and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. So that's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.